Good morning. My name's Amy Webb, and I'm the Chief of Communications and Community Engagement at DHS. Welcome to this year's Veterans Day ceremony. It looks a little bit different than it has in years past, but the spirit remains the same, and that is to honor all of you who have chosen to continue your public service by serving at the Department of Human Services. This year we have pre-recorded as much of this ceremony as possible so that we could both maintain social distancing and reduce the amount of potential issues and glitches related to live Zoom. So we hope that next year we will be live again and many of you will be in person.
This is always one of my favorite times at DHS every fall when we do our veterans ceremony. We started this back in 2016, and as those of you who've been here in the last few years know, it is always for us a very simple ceremony. We simply read the names of all of our veterans. We have a wonderful wall outside my office where we have fabulous photos that have been taken of each of our veterans, and it means a lot to me when I walk out of my office every day and down that hallway and see all of those that work for us here who've also served their country in the military and the Coast Guard and the other uniformed services. It is one of the most meaningful tributes in my mind that we simply call the names of each of you who served. We do that for several reasons, but the most important is simply because it's important that your colleagues know who you are. You have given to this country and to all of us, and we need the chance to say thank you. And so that's why we recognize you. Was thinking about it driving in this morning. It's probably fairly fitting that Veterans Day follows Election Day in this country. Our right to vote, our right to choose our elected officials comes from the service of generations of Americans going way back into the 1700s who chose to leave their families, chose to leave their homes, and to go and serve to protect our freedom. Many of you served in combat. What you've given, wherever you served, I say thank you today. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service now, still here at DHS. And I want you to know how honored I am to be able to serve with you here. Now I'd like to introduce our speakers for today's ceremony. We're very honored that we have two members of the Arkansas legislature who have agreed to speak at our ceremony today. The first is Representative Leanne Birch. Representative Birch is serving her second term in the Arkansas House. She represents District 9, which includes portions of Drew and Ashley counties. For the 92nd General Assembly, Representative Birch serves on the Joint Performance Review Committee, the House Education Committee, and the House Aging Children and Youth Legislative and Military Affairs Committee. Representative Birch retired from the U.S. Army Reserve as a brigadier general. She served in deployments to Bosnia and Afghanistan. During her 30-year career in the military, she was awarded the Bronze Star, the Legion of Merit, and the Distinguished Service Medal. She's also an attorney and practiced law with us here at the Department of Human Services for more than 12 years. Many of you know Representative Birch well and know her commitment to public service and her commitment to the people of Arkansas. So I want to thank her so much for being willing to take part in our ceremony today.
Hey, I'm Leanne Birch, and it is my pleasure and actually my great honor to say thank you. Thank you for every veteran that's ever served in DHS. Thank you for what you do every day, and to let you know, I feel it. I know what you do. I know the challenges. I know what it means to leave your family on a weekend and leave after work on Friday and drive to that drill duty station, wherever it might be, or even to get on an airplane. I did that for many years. And then to come back and work on Monday morning after having worked through the whole weekend and having someone figure out how to take care of your kids and all the other things, maybe your dogs, your cats while you were gone. Those are challenges that not everyone appreciates, and it's the challenges that leaders experience. And you're a leader. If you are working in DHS, it's because you've got a heart for people, you've got a heart for families, you've got a heart for making the world better. And if you are also a veteran, then that means that you are also putting all your heart and soul into doing something bigger for yourself, but also for the future, for your kids, for the people that you care about. You want to make the world safer. I salute you. That's what we get to do on Veterans Day. We get to say thank you to the veterans that are making our world safer, and they're doing it, you're doing it, without even blinking an eye. It's a part of your life. It's a part of who you are. And I want to offer this challenge. You as a leader, you as a veteran, you who are being saluted on this day of all days, please take it upon yourself to be a part of the bigger solution in our world. We have a lot of challenges right now, and you are the folks that can help us lead to those solutions because you care enough to take care of families everywhere. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. I salute you in my Army green. I'll forever love the Army and the challenges and opportunities it made for me. I hope you find those same challenges and opportunities that make you grow as a person and make you the person and leader that you were born to be. Thanks so much.
Our second speaker is Senator Trent Garner of El Dorado. Senator Garner was elected in 2016 to represent District 27 in southern Arkansas. It includes Calhoun County and parts of Cleveland, Grant, Jefferson, Wichita, and Union counties. Senator Garner is a former Special Forces Green Beret who served 2 tours in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom. His military decorations include a Bronze Star with V device, Combat Infantry Badge, and Special Forces tab. Senator Garner, we have been working with on a special project here at DHS, and this is how we learned about his military background. He and Division Director Jay Hill are working on a program where we are going to be awarding over the next few weeks grants to veterans organizations in order to help them help veterans in this time, holiday time, who might be having behavioral health issues, who might be suffering in other ways. And so we're going to be supporting those organizations thanks to Senator Garner and his efforts to get us the money so that we could provide those services. Senator Garner is a vice chair of the Senate Committee on State Agencies and Government Affairs and member of the Senate Revenue and Taxation Committee. He also serves on the Joint Performance Review Committee and the Senate Rules Committee. He's a member of the Legislative Joint Audit Committee, and he chairs its State Agencies Subcommittee. As the Senate co-chair of the Legislative Veterans Caucus, he actively works for veterans issues and works to improve veterans' services and streamline their transition from the military into jobs in the private sector. One of his top legislative priorities is to lower the disproportionate number of suicides among veterans, and it's this project in particular that he is working with DHS to bring about. Thank you, Senator Garner. We appreciate all you do and appreciate you being here today to help recognize the DHS veterans.
Hi, this is State Senator Trent Garner. Today I'm so happy to be able to join you as we celebrate the veterans of DHS. As a former Special Forces Green Beret who served 2 tours in Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, I know a little bit about being a veteran in government service. Before I got my current job, I used to work for U.S. Senator Tom Cotton as a field rep, going out there and dealing with people every single day. Now that's similar to what you do today in your role as a veteran for DHS. You guys are on the front lines to making sure this state stays healthy and safe as possible. Now this is always something that you need to be doing, but it's definitely more appreciated now as we deal with the COVID-19 virus here in the state. You know, I think back to my military service and what it actually meant to me. You know, the thing that jumps out to me the most is that what we did was we helped others. We were over there in Afghanistan to make sure that the bad guys didn't come here. But whether you're on the front lines as a Green Beret, as I was, or served in some other capacity, we all were on that same team, moving to that same goal to complete that mission. And now in your role as DHS, whatever that may be, we're still all on that same team, with that same goal to move Arkansas forward. You know, you look across our state and all the different roles that veterans have, and I always say the same things about our veterans. You know, if you hire a veteran, I usually can tell you 3 good things about them. 1, they know how to wake up early and show up on time, something the military drills into us pretty good. 2, they're hard workers. You don't make it through basic training if you don't know how to work hard. And 3, they know how to do the right thing, even though nobody may be around. And I always say, if you have those qualities as a worker, whatever that may be, whatever your job may be at DHS, that is such an asset to the state. Now, as we move forward through this pandemic and into 2021, it's vitally important that we make sure that our veterans understand the importance they have for us and how much they mean to us in their roles in government. Once again, it's such a great blessing to be able to represent some of you in the Arkansas State Senate. And let me finish up my speech by saying this. Like I said, I had the privilege to serve my country as a Special Forces Green Beret with 2 tours in Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. And I learned many lessons from my time in Afghanistan. I learned to do the right thing, even though it may be the hard thing. I learned how to adjust under enemy fire. I learned that the man and woman on my left or right was my brother and sister in combat, no matter what their race, creed, anything else, it did not matter. We were all part of that team moving forward. Do you want to know the number 1 lesson I learned from my time in Afghanistan? I learned we live in the greatest country this world has ever seen. And it ain't politicians like me that make this country great. Now, what makes this country great are you, the veterans who came back here to your state, who decided to serve in another way through DHS, and to help your fellow Arkansans every single day. Once again, it's such an honor and blessing to be able to represent some of you in the Arkansas State Senate and as the state as a whole. Thank you so much for what you do. God bless you, God bless the great state of Arkansas, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Garner, and thank you, Representative Birch. We truly appreciate your words today and appreciate you taking part in this ceremony. Now we're going to turn this over to our division directors and to one of our chiefs so that they can recognize the Arkansas Department of Human Services veterans. They will call the name of each of our veterans and also recognize those whose photos are being added to our wall this year. Again, let me thank you for your service.
Good morning. I'm Jay Hill, Division Director for Aging Adult and Behavioral Health Services, and we're here this morning to honor our veterans that work in our division. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you and tell you what a privilege it is to have you on our team. I'd like to welcome the new veteran inductees this year from our division, and they are Marlene Acker, Timothy Blessing, Andrea Cobb, Beth Kraft, Justin George, Phil Hearn, Michael Kelly, Michael Morrison, Kevin Outlaw Miller, Cedric Patterson, Antoinette Payton, Terrence Riley, Samuel Ringgold, Tony Roberts, Troy Robinson, Fred Santoff, Victor Smith, Tiffany Sutton, Lee Thompson, Myron Thrash, Frederick Walker, William Watson, Tabius West, and Jonathan Whips. They'll be joining our previous inductees John Archer, John Baldwin, Richard Borderland, Doreen Brown, Dane Clement, Jason Cole, Rodney Davis, David Donham, Richard Falls, Gary Gibson, Joyce Hawes, Phil Hall, Gary Hinkle, Brandy Love, John Mitchell, Terrence Moore, Lynn Powell, Janice Ruth, Timothy Schwartz, Jennifer Sellers, Matthew Thomas, Jeff Tucker, Thomas Tucker, and Dwayne Wright. I want to thank you again for your service, and it truly is a privilege to have you joining our team and working with us every day. Thank you.
Just want to say a special thank you to our veterans in the Division of Child Care and Early Childhood Education, as well as across DHS. It's truly an honor to recognize all of you, and I want to recognize the Division of Child Care and Early Childhood Education previous inductees: Ronnie Benjamin, Sharonda Henderson, Joy Jett, Patricia Ledbetter, and Bridgetti Mitchell. Thank you all so much for your contribution.
Good morning. I'm Misha Martin, the Director of Children and Family Services. It's such an honor to be here and to be able to represent the veterans that work for the Division of Children and Family Services. So I'll start by mentioning our first three new honorees, which are Melissa Davis, Felix Duckworth, and David Meeks. We have several prior honorees that were honored, and so we'll go down the list of those. Diamond Adams, Laura Crawford, Linda Dismuke, Jeremy Finner, Bentley Flint, Dana Gage, Milton Graham, Gwen Hawkins, Samir Hajib, Angela Hill, Amanda Hope, Joni Jennings, Sherry Jones, Vicki Kilburn, Casey Lascano, Natasha Lowry, Jeannie Lucas, Monique Miller, Yvonne Peeler, Harry Shriver, William Stalker, Robert Wilborn, Bill Williamson, Amanda Woodhams.
Good morning, everyone. It's my honor today to read the names of our new veterans who are being inducted into the Veterans Wall here at DHS. I just want to thank you all for your service. Thanks to your families for your service as well. We appreciate you so much, and we're so glad to honor you. This year in County Operations, we are glad to honor Zamian Gilbert, Jeanette Fippen, Stephen Pitts, and Billy Ward as our new inductees. I would also like to honor our inductees last year as well, and by reading their names. Antonio Barnum, Luke Boggs, Tamarco Boykins, Stacy Brim, Rosie Burns, Duska Carter, Marnika Cregget, Tiffany Colclature, John Ellis, James Fountain, Jacqueline Graham, Brittany Graves, George Harrison, Georgia Hay, Carla Henry, Sasha Hill, Audra Hodges, Lucinda Husky, Nancy Jewell, Brian Justice, Tim Langley, Larry Luster, Westina Malone, Nathan Marlin, Dwayne Massey, Jerome McDaniel, Stephen Magoo, Tremaine McKinney, Timothy McMahon, Brian Miller, Charles Morgan, Belinda Parker, Nelson Rowell, Ed Sartor, James Scott, Gerald Stamps, Richard Talley, Nancy Thayer, Anna Todd, Shireen Watkins, Tammy Wheeler, Kenneth Williams, MacArthur Williams, Patrice Wilson Smith, and William Young. Thank you to all our veterans.
Hello, my name is Melissa Stone. I'm the Division Director for the Division of Developmental Disability Services, and I have the honor of reading today the names of the 3 new inductees that work for DDS to the Veterans Wall of Fame. So we are so proud of our veterans. I'm a proud daughter of a veteran, and veterans hold a very special place in my heart. So welcome to our 3 new inductees, and they are Raymond Govan Jr., Jason Hensel, and Malcolm Swanigan. Again, thank you so much for your service. We have a large amount of DDS veterans that have been honored at previous ceremonies, and I just want to take a minute to also read off their names. Nancy Bear, Amaru Brantley, Michelle Clark, Cora Dan, James Dickerson, Greg Ellis, Adam Foster, Jeff Gagne, Fred Gott, Ross Granberry, BJ Harding, Bernard Hatley, Monroe Jones, Earl Lee, Myron Lindsay, Shannon Love, Kathy Marsden, Melissa Mills, Natalie Moore, Cheryl Nelson, Marquina Ridgel, Dennis Riley, Felicia Robinson, David Sandage, Bernie Sanders, Sally Sellers, John Taylor, Mark Thomas, Keith Thornton, Gary Tyree, Mark Wargo, David Weiss, Dale Woodall, Christy Wyatt, and Brenda Zulfer. So on this day where we're recognizing and honoring our veterans, I'd be remiss to not mention a veteran that we lost this year. So we lost Steve Farmer, who was our superintendent at the Jonesboro Human Development Center. Steve's passing was unexpected and heartbreaking, and we missed him terribly. And he was a wonderful man who was so actively engaged in his community in Jonesboro, and he was so loved and was a wonderful father, husband, colleague, grandfather, and he was a veteran, and we are very proud of him, and we miss him every day.
First, I want to say on behalf of the Division of Medical Services and my director, Janet Mann, that we thank everyone at DHS who served as and is a veteran for their service. My name is Elizabeth Pittman. I'm the DMS Deputy Director, and our only veteran to honor today is Dr. Lawrence Miller. Thank you again for your service.
Good morning. My name is Jerry Sherem. I'm the Director for the Division of Provider Services and Quality Assurance. I'm excited to participate in this event to honor all veterans, but especially those who work at DHS. So now I'd like to read the name of our new employee this year who is a veteran, Lori Pittman. And now I'd like to read the names of our existing employees who are veterans: Sandra Broughton, Ken Hamp, Tammy Rogers, Danita Takasaki.
My name is Michael Crump, the Director of the Division of Youth Services, and I'd like to say thank you to all the veterans here at DHS. I'd like to read the names of the new veterans that we have at the Division of Youth Services. Norman Graves, Glenn Holt, Tracy Pearsall. And now I'd like to read the names of our previous inductees: Rick Bedoya, Donald Blankenship, Jacqueline Cutts, James Hollaball, Richard LeBoy, Robert Mosby, Deirdre Nadeau, Stella Phillips, Stephanie Russell, William Sanders, Tommy Scott, Bernice Taylor, Bobby Watson.
On behalf of all the shared services chiefs, I want to say thank you to our veterans. Now for shared services. New inductees from the Office of Chief Counsel, Christopher McMunn. Shared services previous inductees include from the Office of Chief Counsel, David Lester and Jacob Nobles. From the Office of Communications and Community Engagement, William Roark. From the Office of Finance, Dave Mills. From the Office of Human Resources, Whitney Blessing and Reginald Grimes. From the Office of Information Technology, Frank Adams, Mike Atlin, Lane Bailey, Tony Bazita, Beth Dyer, and James Spivey. From the Office of Legislative and Intergovernmental Affairs, Jeff Williams. From the Office of Procurement, Wanda Dillard, Craig Parsons, Raymond Smith, and Carrie Webb.
I'd really hope that next year we can once again be where we can gather in person to pay tribute to our veterans. But I do invite you this year, if you are at Donahue Plaza, if you're in Little Rock, particularly if you're here with your family, bring them by. Right outside my office, you will find our Veterans Wall of Honor. I really hope you get a chance to come by and see these amazing photos of our colleagues. And again, take the time this week to thank your colleagues who are veterans for their service. It's why we have our freedoms. Thank you.